Take a look at the oldest courses that are public in Philly, starting off with the 40s. And we got a good one here, built in 1947, the famous Springfield Township Golf Course. Let's go over there.
We got is 918.
918, okay, no worries, I understand. Let me check a look here at Springfield Township Golf Course. Originally built in 1947. The course is extremely historical. William Penn actually owned the land. It was deeded to him, and that was in 1681 when William Penn actually owned this land, and it was farmed since then until 1947.
Definitely an enjoyable round, a public round, and the course is very underrated. That's a great course to play. Let's head on over to the course in Philadelphia that hosts the First Tee program, a special program that introduces youth to golf. Hang tight, because we have an incredible golf course for you in Pennsylvania, and we'll be looking at Walnut Lane Golf Club, which is a 18-hole golf course located just outside Philadelphia. So let's jump on a train and head on over to Walnut Lane Golf Club. It's about 20 minutes away. So that's the clubhouse right there, and here's an aerial view of the golf course. And for being, and we're right back at that aerial view. I'm gonna zoom out and head back over to New Jersey. And rest assured, I classify this as Philadelphia because it's just over the bridge in a 1932 design course. It's got a lot of history. It's a nice one. For this golf trip, we're headed to outside of Philadelphia in Pennsauken, New Jersey, to visit Pennsauken Country Club. And a lot has to do with the history of this golf course, being built in 1930. It's one of the older golf courses that we put down on this list. It has 18 holes, and it was originally a private golf course. And we're going to talk all about that, walk through each one of the holes on the front 9, and give you an adventure of what Pennsauken has to offer in regards to golf. But currently, let's show is still open to the public, and it's nice. It might turn over to a private course, so get over there soon. Let's head back over to Philadelphia area, just not too far from the big city. You have 1931 course. That's very popular.
Huge shout out to our fan that recommended this.
Hey, if you haven't already, check out John F. Byrne in Northeast Philly. Pretty good shorter course, per 67.
The cheapest golf course in the Philadelphia, and in the summertime everyone wants to play this course because it's only $40 to walk it. The historical John F. originally was Hometown Country Club. I believe that's the name. If I got it wrong, it's based off of memory checking yesterday. City of Philadelphia purchased it, I think in the 1960s, playing these older courses that have a lot of history. They got a lot of play, a lot of historical figures played this course. You might find a construction code on this golf course, but originally built in 1931. It's had a lot of construction because it's so old. It's almost 100 years old. Built by Alec Finlan, who's a famous golf designer. We played a few of his courses. And there's another great course right down the street, the Union League. That's private. We won't be playing there. On a par 3, Alex Finlay really shines. You can see much room to miss here. And it really does drop off on this canal. There's my golf ball right there. Does it get a little patchy? Every course gets patchy. This looks like plywood maybe. No, that's turf. I suspect that's maybe winter golf happening here. We're outside Philadelphia. They try to push that. You don't get that many tee times in comparison to the summer.
We're cracking into the 1920 courses in Philadelphia. This was a popular time. Most of the courses that are 1920s built are private now, but there's 1 or 2 public ones. So let's take a look at our course.
Kensington Golf, believe it or not, and there's a great golf course here, a budget course. About $30 to play it. Juliana Golf Club. We've been looking to play this one for so long. Now we're here.
Female captain holding a handgun and binoculars. A female.
you look, there's a narrow tee shot here that you have to tee off of. But man, I tell you what, I love this golf course so far. Lost a few balls. You got to keep it tight here. A lot of elevation. Someone hazed me on number 1 because I was walking.
The course we're playing, Juliana Golf Club. Now it's Golf Log 122, playing golf courses from the coast, from the Pacific to the Atlantic. But now we've found ourselves in a unique spot where you don't want your car to break down, but most importantly, you want to get out and play 18. That's here at Juliana Golf Club.
It's like a walk in the park here.
And it's getting harder and harder to find that great golf deal. Now, GolfNow has great deals across the board sometimes, but they get eaten up. And most of the time, they're not as good as they used to be a couple years back. But on this golf channel, we want to make sure we hit all the courses. And this is one we wanted to play 18 and slap them around.
It's the type of golf course you could throw away the idea that you're outside of a big city. 15 minutes outside Philadelphia, $30 to play the golf course. Come on, guys, join us. This is what we're trying to do. We're playing fun golf. The course really doesn't play that long, so let's look at the stats right now.
Now, from the back tees, the course is listed at 5,275 yards. I will say some of the tees are in great condition in comparison to the aerial view that you just saw right there. Now, another course built the same year, and opened at least the same year. We have a 1927 design public golf course.
I recommend playing this course. We're out here at Melrose Country Club, 1927, built by famous golf designers. I don't know if this is a good course or not. We'll try to give it our best.
The course was built by A-lister Mackenzie and Perry Maxwell. If you heard of those, well, then you probably heard of the golf courses Augusta National, Cypress, well, big names. So we had to take a look and walk on in to a great golf course.
We're out here at Melrose. Cars going right through it. It's busy, it's public, there's not a lot going on here other than waiting a lot on the tee boxes, but that's public golf for you. Now we're here trying to bring you that best footage. You can see right over here, you have the driving range, which, I don't know, we might as well take a look up.
Overall, the country club is located on 116 acres of land, and you could see very prestigious when it first opened. A lot of history there. Hopefully get back over there and take a look at that course. Now we're looking at another public course here, built in 1926, where my car actually got hit by a golf cart. Not too happy about that.
The course was built in 1926, so it's almost over 100 years old.
I haven't played in a couple of years. I kind of hate this. Well, I like the course. I hate the people running it.
And that really says it all. We've all had golf courses like that. There's so much to like about it, but there's so much to hate inside. And I think on this golf review, we're going to talk all about that. We're going to correct what's right and what's wrong with this facility while having as much fun as we can.
So let's take a look here at Paxon Hollow.
Like, I've had 6.5 hour rounds here in the pad.
And the course stretches under 6,000 yards at 5,800 yards from those back tees.
Best thing. Even pulling up, I saw bunched up on the back.
It is back nine.
Definitely a tough back nine. I remember walking that course and kind of almost regretting it. It's a challenging course. Let's zoom on in to a course that hasn't opened yet, but it's been open for a while. Cobbs Creek. They are doing some major renovations the last at least like 3 years, and we got to put it on this list. Just like Jefferson, which we missed, but that's in the King of Prussia area. I'm going to give that one off this list. 1913, we have Middletown Country Club. I love this face. Great golfers like Ben Hogan have played this course a few times. Miller, and currently you still have people swinging in like Gary Player celebrating his 85th birthday. Now, the course has a ton of history, and before we walk in, there's an old picture of the course that we wanted to show. And just to show that it originally was built in 1913 when golf was completely different to the way we see golf today. But the course still remains the same, at least on some of the holes. 12 of the 18 holes out there right now are the ones you would be playing in 1913, and that's the reason we got out here and played. Now, on no tee times, this is what we try to do, get on some of these courses where you could see a little bit of history while you're out there and maybe get a feel for the town. And located in Bucks County, this might be the course for most public golf players in the area looking to sneak out and play 18 holes pretty quickly. And the course even promotes fast play, and that's what we love to see on this course. One thing I learned about Philly golf is it's underrated. Sometimes you start knocking on the door and you learn about some golf history, just like the first island ever created. And even some of the golf outlets have it wrong. This is the first, at least from what I'm reading.
Take a look at this
1910.
9-hole course. We're here at the famous Abington Golf Course, and you can see the historical hole that we were here to play. The first ever island designed hole. Testing the boundaries of golf design, whether it's an island green par 3, which takes place on this course right now, or just an irrigation system cutting right through. You see parts of the city really just running right off. We were able to check in. We got our tee time. Originally an 18-hole golf course here. Now, if you look over on the right-hand side there, you got the old Acme, which is where the original full 18 holes took place at this course. Test the boundaries with this course. It was almost a melting pot of trying new things, whether it was in the first island green ever put on a golf course. And really, some parts of the clubhouse remain here to this day. Cobblestone houses here, built in 1910. We'll even give you the pro tips, like where the putting green is, which is located right in front, but it's kind of hidden. So sit back and relax as we walk through each one of these 9 holes at this great golf course here. And you can see the finishing hole, number 9. It feels like you're going back in time on this course. A little bit of history, a lot of maintenance. We're on the first hole of one of my favorite golf designers, A.W. Tittinglass. Terrible Tittinglass was his nickname. And in Philadelphia, he was really a star golf designer. Built in 1910 outside of Philadelphia, it's an extremely historical course and should be a historical landmark. Sometimes these 9-hole courses have more history than the newer courses, $150 worth. Is this course really worth the trip? Well, at number 2, we got the par 3s, which you're going to see a lot of. These are older courses. They don't play long. And it does feel like city golf here.
More importantly, it's going to feel like a great golfer view. We're going to tell you the history and just the overall amazing story of this course that used to be called Old York Road Country Club in 1909, when a small group of men decided to purchase 67 acres of land for the Abington Friends meeting. Then in 1910, a contest took place to design, quote unquote, a 9-hole golf course, which was won by Jimmy Yang, a golf professional from Huntington Valley, Philadelphia. Now, we will mention that there was an additional 38 acres that was leased.
You even see on hole 3 the temporary green that probably was the original fairway at one time.
That's because the course did see multiple changes throughout its year. We're going to talk all about those changes. The current layout that we see here today really does stay true to its original structure and nature. The full 18 was built in 1913, but in 1962, under an obligation to support an expanding school, the trustees decided to request the Old York Road Country Club to be relocated, and the original 18 holes was then cut in half. Currently, there's only 9 holes here. When it originally was built, it only cost $950. Members were charged $950 to build the course. Members were then charged $25 entry fees plus $25 dues each year, which resulted in about a $1,500 per year annual gross for this club. Because of the uniqueness of designing the course, that's where we're seeing this island green. I don't know if A.W. Tittinglass designed it.
Island green to A.W. Tittinglass himself would be shaking his head at a left-handed opportunity here. But let's see if we can get there.
Considered widely among golf historians that the 6th hole that you're seeing right now is the first golf course in North America to feature an island design green. Bear with us, we're an independent golf channel. Pass inside, they're not 100% sure. We're going to go with Jimmy Yang actually building this. We're going to probably come back and learn more and hopefully write down in the description an update.
See right off the bat, you would walk right by this and not even think that this was one of the first island greens ever.
And I was grateful to play that course, learn about it, because even the people there, they were even 100% sure. But doing some research, that seems to be the case. Now this course is not public, but there's GolfNow, and that's how I played it.
Having an
It opens its door to
play
public
private golf in the Philadelphia area.
Well, we got those doors locked, and we enjoyed as much as we can. And going out here and playing it for $90 on GolfNow, time was right to visit this historical landmark for golf.
Take a look at Philmont Golf Course. Now the club was built in 1906 by Ellis Gilbell, and it had no golf course at the time. It wasn't until 1907 or 8 when the construction of the north course with 9 holes was built. And there's located on 295 acres of land when it was constructed. And there's a train station right, that's why it got its name. The name has never changed. It's named after the train station right down the street. And it was a long day for these Philly folks that spent about $60 for a grant to become a member at this place when it first built, which is a lot of money. And an engineer was the one that constructed, the same engineer that constructed the original layout of Atlantic City Country Club. Time when it first opened, tennis was way more popular, with golf course kind of coming secondary. A lot of the members did not become golfers. And even though golf wasn't the specialty, it was social engagement is what the focus of for tennis, basketball, and almost every sport. And the location at this facility actually never changed. You can probably get a free bucket of balls here to hit before you go out and play. There's always been controversy of who designed this course, the South Course at least. John Reed was, at least with the Golf Association of Philadelphia, credited for designing the course. And you also have some big names like Hugh Wilson coming in, and the famous William F. Gordon.
But it all started in 1906 with Ellis, who constructed this course with his foundation in commerce industry. There was a need for a country club that focused and dedicated on, at the time, baseball, tennis, and the pursuit of happiness is what it's quoted. But golf soon came later. There's 3 major players in the construction of this course: Sam Litt, Aspen, and Larry Lindepool. They put together a social engagement club, essentially built on 92 acres of land, which was a tree stub location where ponies were raised for about $165,000. There was an option to buy the course, which was then taking place. An engineer said that they could put the course together for $5,000, and so they did, with the first 9 holes being constructed that are not there today.